I think we're forgetting that abortion and this kind of access is an economic issue.
Sure is.
It's a huge economic issue. It's just not a front and center in the moment economic issue. It's not.
It is for a woman who has an unwanted pregnancy.
It is.
The last thing before we go tonight, abortion and the economy. You heard it during our Friday nightcap last week. Access to abortion is an economic issue. Our friend Leigh McGowan, a.k.a. Politics Girl, understands this connection in a very personal way. She shares her story and takes a deep dive into the issue in her new video. Watch this.
ABC just released a poll that said although the majority of Americans agree with Democrats on abortion, the number one issue is the economy, so they're going to vote on that. And I just have to say that I am so deeply sick and tired of this framing. It's not abortion or the economy. Abortion is part of the economy. What do you think happens to the economy when women are forced to carry babies they can't afford or aren't ready for? What do you think happens to the economy when women have to drop out of school or leave their jobs to care for a child? You know what's a kitchen table issue? How many people are sitting at your kitchen table? We live in a country where it can cost over $20,000 just to have a baby. We have no paid family leave, no affordable childcare. We are constantly defunding public schools. We don't have affordable health care or college. Adding to your family is 100% an economic issue in this country. I only have one child. I got very sick after he was born and I couldn't have any more. I have to take birth control because with my disease, a pregnancy would kill me. But when my son was very young, a good friend of ours offered to surrogate for us. She knew we wanted to have more children and she wanted to help us. And my husband and I sat down and we had a really serious discussion about it. And what we concluded was that we couldn't afford to have another child. Being very sick in America is extraordinarily expensive. We live in Los Angeles, which is astronomically expensive. We were both freelance workers who didn't have a set salary or job security. We loved being parents, but we knew that adding to our family would ultimately take away from what we'd be able to give the child we already had. So we said no. It broke our hearts, but we said no. And it was the right decision for our family. We have struggled over the years. I have spent months at a time in the hospital fighting to stay alive. Life is difficult enough. And it would have been irresponsible to add another child to the mix. Family planning is a personal issue. It's a humanity issue. But never forget that it is an economic issue. If you're voting on the economy, then vote for the party that allows Americans to decide what is best for their own lives. A party that keeps women in the workplace if that is where they want to be. The party that is working to keep costs manageable for families on a budget. The party that voted to raise the minimum wage and tax major corporations to lower prescription drug prices. The party that wants to shore up Social Security, not take it away. It's not abortion or the economy. Choosing to bring a child into the world is an economic issue. So stop separating them because they are inextricably linked.
They are indeed inextricably linked. It is abortion and the economy. And on that very serious note, I wish you a very good night. From all of our colleagues across the networks of NBC News, thanks for staying up late. I will see you at the end of tomorrow.